Welcome everyone to a reduction of Shakespeare's Macbeth given by Class 5B1. This is not the complete play but a shortened version using the original words. Some announcers have been added to the play to help explain some parts. The story takes place in Scotland in the Dark Ages when the world is filled with sword fights, witches, ghosts, wars, and murder. At this time, Scotland is fighting two wars at one time, a rebellion and a Viking invasion. There is a great general named Macbeth to fend against. Three witches meet near the battlefield with plans for the hero Macbeth.
When shall we three meet again? And thunder, lightning, or in rain?
When the hurly-burly is done and the battle's lost and won.
That will be ere the set of the sun.
Where the place?
Upon the eve.
There to meet with Macbeth.
There clouds, clouds fair, hovered his fog and filled the air.
Duncan, King of Scotland, wants to hear how the war against the rebels is going.
What bloody man is that? You can report the revolt of the new estate.
Hail, brave friend. Say to the king the knowledge of the broil is found at sleep.
Doubtful is the merciless MacDonald to the western ill supplied, but all too rich for brave Macbeth. So heed those words that men cry death, his passions and faith displays. He uncleans him from the midst of chops and puts his head upon the battle.
This leaves only the Viking invasion from Norway for Macbeth to fight.
Mark, King of Scotland. Mark, no sooner justice shall complete the curse of trust and guilt, but the Norway Lord again fresh assault. All in fate like ashes are full.
Go get him, sergeant. Who comes here?
Lord the King of Rome.
Whence camest thou, worthy Thane?
From place, great king, through the Norwegian banner Santa our people called. Norway himself, with terrible numbers, assisted by the Thane of Carter, began dismal conflict.
We now hear how Macbeth also defeated the king from Norway and the traitor Cotta.
So that Pellona's bridegroom confronted him. Point against point concludes. Victory fell on us.
The king plans to give Macbeth a reward, the title and riches of the rebel Thane of Cotter.
No more that Thane of Quarter shall deceive our bosom interest, or pronounce his present death, and with his former title greet Macbeth.
I'll see it done.
What he hath lost, although Macbeth hath won.
But then the witches meet Macbeth.
Where hast thou been, sister?
Killing swine. A drum, Macbeth doth come.
So we with sisters hand in hand, toasters of the sea and land, thus to go about, thrice to thine, thrice to mine, and thrice again to make the time. Peace, the charms round up.
So foul and fair a day I have not seen.
What are these so withered and so wild in their attire? Livia? You seem to understand me, by each at once her choppy finger laying upon her skinny lips. You should be women, and yet your beards forbid me to interpret that you are so.
Speak if you can. What are you?
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Glamis.
All hail Macbeth, hail to thee, Thane of Carter.
All hail Macbeth, who shalt be king hereafter.
Good sir, why do you start and seem to fear things that seem so fair? To me you speak not. If you can look into the seeds of time, speak them to me.
Hail, hail, hail. Lesser than Macbeth and greater.
Not so happy, yet much happier.
Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo. Banquo, Macbeth, all hail.
So Macbeth will be king, and Banquo will beget, or be a father to kings.
I know I'm Thane of Glamis, but how of Carter? The Thane of Carter lives, and to be king stands not within the prospect of belief. Speak, I charge you!
Whither are they vanished?
Into the air.
Were such things here as we can speak about?
Your children shall be kings.
You shall be king.
And Thane of Carter too. Whence it not so?
The self same tune and words. Who's here? The king hath helped me receive in Macbeth the news of thy success, and he bade me call thee, Thane of Carter.
The Thane of Carter lives. Reasons have overthrown him. Glamis and Thane of Carter. The greatest is behind. Thank you for your pains. Do you not hope your children shall be kings?
Cousin, the word I say it.
Macbeth is shaken by the new title that the witches predicted. He thinks of being king, and he thinks of murder, too.
This supernatural soliciting cannot be ill, cannot be good. I am Thane of Potter. My thought, whose murder is yet but fantastical, shakes so my single state of man, and nothing is but what is not.
Look at our partner's wrath.
Come, gentlemen, let us toward the king. Come, friends.
At this time, any nobleman might be the next king if King Duncan gives him a special title, the Prince of Cumberland. No one knows who will be the next Prince of Cumberland.
Oh, where these men will stand. Noble Bancroft, I'm one of these. Sons, kinsmen, thanes, and you, whose places are the nearest. No, we will establish our estate upon our eldest, Malcolm, whom we name the Prince of Cumberland.
So Macbeth will not be the next king as he had hoped. Young Malcolm has been chosen, but King Duncan will honor Macbeth with a visit to his castle.
Sometimes England is in bond is really good.
I'll make joyful the hearing of my wife with your approach.
My worthy father.
Prince of Cumberland, stars hide your fires, let light not see my black and design.
While Macbeth is riding home, Lady Macbeth reads a letter that he has sent her.
They met me in the day of success. When they burned to question them further, they made themselves heirs. While they stood wrapped in the wonder of it came visits from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Potter, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time with Hail King that shalt be. My dearest partner of greatness, lays at thy heart, and farewell. Glamis thou art, and Carter, and shalt be what thou art promised. Though I do fear by nature, it's too full, oh, the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest sweat. What is your tidings? The king comes here tonight. Is not thy master within? So please you, a thing is coming. He brings great news.
Lady Macbeth calls on the spirits of evil to help her commit murder.
Come, ye spirits, and fill me from crown to toe, top full of direst cruelty. Come, thick night, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of dark, to cry, hold, hold. Good Glamis, worthy Carter.
My dearest love, Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow.
Oh, never shall sun that tomorrow see. Your face, my thing, looks of the book, where men may read strange matters, look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. And you shall put this next great business into my dispatch.
We will speak further.
Leave all the rest to me.
The king arrives at the Macbeth's castle.
This castle is a pleasant seat.
The air is delicate.
See, our honored hostess, we are noble hostess. We are the guests tonight.
His servants ever.
A feast follows, celebrating the end of the wars, but Macbeth is still thinking about murder. Should he or should he not kill the king?
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. He's here in double trust. First as I am his kinsman, then as his host, who should against his murderer shut the door, not bear the knife myself. Besides, this Duncan hath formed his faculties, so meek, tears shall drown the winds. I have no spur, but only vaulting ambition.
Why have you left the chamber?
We will proceed no further in this business. He hath honored me of late.
Art thou afeard? Wouldst thou live a coward?
Prithee, peace!
When you durst do it, then you were a man.
If we should fail?
We fell? Ha 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 ha! But screw your curses stick in place, I will not fail.
Lady Macbeth plans to drug the king's guards and blame them for the king's murder.
When Duncan is asleep, what cannot you and I perform? What not put upon his officers?
Will it not be received when we have marked with blood those sleepy two of his own chamber and used their daggers that they have done it?
Who dares receive it other?
I am settled. Away, false face must hide what false heart doth so.
Late at night, after the
feast is over, the king and nobles go to bed.
How's it tonight, boy? The moon is down. I've not heard the clock.
Hold, take my sword. Give me my sword. Who's there?
A friend.
What, sir? Not yet at rest. The king's abed. I dreamt last night of the three weird sisters.
I think none of them. Good repose the while.
The like here.
It is almost time for the murder, and Macbeth starts seeing things that are not there.
Go bid thy mistress. When my drink is ready, she strike upon the bell. Is this a dagger which I see before me, the handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. I see thee still, and on thy blade and dungeon gouts of blood, which was not so before. There's no such thing. Now, o'er in the one half world, nature seems dead, and wicked dreams abuse the curtained sleep. Witchcraft celebrates, and withered murder moves like a ghost. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Hear it not, Duncan, for it is the knell that summons thee to heaven or to hell.
Hark! Peace! 'Twas the owl that shrieked. He's about it.
Who's there? What ho?
Alack, I'm afraid they have awakened and 'tis not done. I laid their daggers ready. He could not miss them. Had he not resembled my father as he slept, I had done it. My husband!
I have done the deed. Didst thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owl shriek and the crickets cry.
This is a sorry sight.
Consider it not so deeply, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more. Macbeth does murder sleep, the innocent sleep, sleep that knits up the raveled sleeve of care.
What do you mean?
Still it cried, sleep no more. To all the house, Macbeth shall sleep no more.
Go get some water and wash. Why have you brought these daggers from the place? They must lie there. Go carry them and smear the sleepy grooms with blood.
I'll go no more. I'm afraid to think what I have done. Look on it again, I dare not.
Give me the daggers.
Whence is that knocking? What hands are here? Ha, they pluck out mine eyes.
My hands are your color, but I shame to wear a heart so white. There's a knocking at the south entry. Retire ye to our chamber. A little water clears off the steed. How easy it is then.
Wake Duncan with thy knocking, I would thou couldst.
But King Duncan is dead. He cannot be waked. However, the knocking does wake somebody, a very drunk porter.
Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? Knock, knock, who's there? And the other devil's name. But this place is too cold for hell. I pray you'll remember the porter.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awaked him. Is the king stirring, worthy Thane?
Not yet, I'll bring you to him.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay our chimneys were bowed down. Some say the earth did shake.
'Twas a rough night.
Oh, horror, horror, horror!
What's the matter?
The most sacrilegious murder!
Mean you his majesty?
Look, then speak yourself. Awake, awake, ring the alarm bell, murder and treason. O Binkle, Donald B. Malcolm, look, awake and look upon death itself. O Binkle, our royal master's murdered. What? In our house?
Too cruel anywhere.
What is amiss? Your royal father's murder.
Oh, by whom?
Those at the chamber it seemed had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were their daggers.
Oh, yet I do repent me of my fury that I did kill them.
Help me, hence, how? What's the lady?
Well contented.
What will you do? It's not consort with them. All to England, to Ireland, therefore to horse and most ships there.
So the princes run away frightened, and the hero Macbeth is elected King of Scotland by the noblemen, although Prince Malcolm was supposed to have the crown.
For the rest of the play, Macbeth will be played by Connie Shulman, and Lady Macbeth will be played by Theo Lenzer. To celebrate Macbeth's election as king, here are these feasts.
Here is our chief guest. Tonight we hold a solemn supper, sir, and I'll request your presence.
Let your highness command them come.
Banquo is a problem, for his children will be kings according to the witches. So Macbeth plans another murder.
Ride you this afternoon?
Aye, my good lord.
They'll not our feast.
My lord, I will not.
Goes Fleance with you?
Aye, my good lord.
I wish your horse is swift and sure of foot. Farewell. Let every man be master of his time till 7 at night. We will keep ourselves till supper time alone. Attend those men at pleasure?
They are, my lord, without the palace gate.
Bring them before us. Our fears in Banquo stick deep. They held him father to a line of kings, no son of mine succeeding. Who's there? Both of you know Banquo was your enemy.
True, my lord.
So he is mine. It must be done tonight. And with him, Fleance, his son that keeps him company.
Resolved, my lord.
It is concluded. Banquo, thy soul's flight, if it find heaven, must find it out tonight.
Take your thanks, but I will grant his leader first the word. Madam, I will.
Now Macbeth and Lady Macbeth are king and queen. They find they are unhappy and they are not close partners as they used to be. Macbeth even envies dead King Duncan, who has no more troubles.
How now, my lord? Why do you keep alone? What's done is done. Duncan is in his grave. After life's fitful fever, he sleeps well. Treason has done his worst. Nor steel, nor poison, malice domestic, foreign levy, nothing can touch him further.
Gentle, my lord, be bright among your guests tonight.
So shall I, love, and so, I pray, be you. Oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife. Thou know'st that Banquo in his Fleance lives.
What's to be done?
Be innocent of the knowledge, dearest Chuck. So prithee, go with me.
As night falls, the murderers gather to ambush Banquo and his son Fleance.
Macbeth, hark, I hear horses.
Give us light there, Hal.
To see.
It will be rain tonight.
Fly, good Fleance, fly, fly, fly.
There's one death, beside us flag.
The great celebration is ready to start, and Banquo is ordered to come.
Sit down. At first and last, a hearty welcome.
Thank you, your majesty.
Our self-mingled society and play the humble host. Our hostess keeps her state.
My heart speaks. They are welcome.
Here, I'll sit in the midst. Anon, we'll drink a measure, the table's round. There's blood upon thy face.
It's Banquo now, my lord, has been his cup.
Thou art the best of cutthroats. Yet he's good that did the like for Fleance.
Well, fair sir, you so speak.
But Banquo's safe.
King Macbeth will receive from a good least and chance on the test.
Thanks for that. Now get thee gone. Now good digestion, weigh on appetite, and health on both.
May you please the higher sit?
The table's full.
Here is a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord, what is the means your highness?
Which of you have done this?
Well, my good lord.
Thou canst not say I didn't. Never shake thy gory locks at me.
Gentlemen, rise. His highness is not well.
Sit, worthy friends. Are you a man? Ay, and a bold one, that dare look on that which might appall the devil.
Oh, Robert Stump, this is very painting of your fear. Why do you make such faces? When all's done, you look around the stool.
See there, behold, look low. If I stand here, I saw him.
For shame, my worthy lord, your noble friends do lack you.
I drink to the general joy of the whole table, to our dear friend Banquo, whom we miss. Would he were here. Avaunt, and quit my sight,
Let the earth hide thee. Hence, horrible shadow.
He grows worse and worse.
At once. Good night. Go at once. It will have blood. They say blood will have blood. I will tomorrow to the weird sisters. More shall they speak.
You left easy fellow to sleep.
Come, will to sleep.
The next day, Macbeth goes to the witch's cave. There, the witches brew powerful magic in their cauldron or cooking pot. The ingredients include poison guts of toad and poison sweat.
Round about the cauldron goes, and the poison enters flow. Told that under cold stone, day the night at 31, was the venom sleeping got. Boil the fruit in the sound pot, double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble.
Next come parts of a snake, newt, frog, bat, dog, a snake's tongue, a sting of a legless lizard, a lizard's leg, and a baby owl's wing.
Fill it of a fanny snake, in the cauldron boil a pig, eye of newt and toad of frog, boil a bat and tongue of dog, add a stork and violent sting, lizard's leg and owlet's wing. For a charm of powerful trouble, let the hell drop, boil and bubble. Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burning, cauldron bubble. Cool it with the baboon's blood, then the charm is firm and good. By the fricking of my thumb, something wicked is to come. Open locks over knocks.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is it you do?
A deed without a name.
Answer me to what I ask you.
Save that better news from our master, from our masters.
Call 'em. Let me see 'em.
Come on, let's up the numbers.
And please up.
Three spirits now give Macbeth advice and fair promises.
Dismiss me, enough.
For thy good caution, thanks.
Now Macbeth must fear only Macduff.
Here's another.
So no man born from a woman can hurt him. Since everyone is born from a woman, Macbeth feels safe.
What is this?
Macbeth will deliver Banquus be so great for them where the hide and city and hell shall come against them.
And Burnham Forest will take years to grow to Dunsinane Castle many miles away. But a question remains, will Banquo's children be kings?
Yet my heart throbs to know one thing. Tell me, shall Banquo's issue ever reign in this kingdom?
Seek to know no more.
Let me know. What noise is this? Thou art too like the spirit of Banquo. Down. Third is like the former. What? Will the line stretch out to the crack of doom? A seventh? And yet the eighth appears, who bears a glass which shows me many more. Now I see 'tis true, for Banquo smiles upon me and points at them for his. What? Is this so?
Aye, sir, all this is so.
Come in without there. What's your grace's will? I did hear galloping a horse. Who was it came by? 'Tis 2 or 3, my lord, that bring you word. Macbeth is fled to England. Fled to England?
Macbeth knows Macduff has gone to help Prince Malcolm, the rightful heir to the throne. In revenge, Macbeth plans to murder Macduff's innocent family.
Even now be it thought and done. The castle of Macduff I will surprise. Seize upon fight. Yea, to the edge of the sword. His wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line. Bless you, fair dame. I am not to you known. Some danger does approach you nearly. Be not found here. Hence with your little ones, heaven preserve you.
What are these faces?
The lies to Shakespeare's villains, but you guys. He's coming, mother, run away.
And in England, with Prince Malcolm, Macduff hears of the terrible murders.
Wife, children, servants, all that can be found.
My wife killed too?
I have said, be confident.
He has no children. All my pretty ones, you say all? Oh, hell kite. All my pretty chickens and their dam in one fowl soup?
Dispute like a man.
I shall do so, but I also must deal like a man. I cannot remember such things that were most helpful to me. Happiness, now.
Let grief convert to anger.
Front to front, bring down from Scotland and myself. Within my sword blade, that hand.
Come, our power is ready. Macbeth is late sleeping.
So war is declared against Macbeth. Malcolm and the English army begin the invasion of Scotland. While Macbeth prepares for war, Lady Macbeth has been left alone in Dunsinane Castle. She walks in her sleep and acts so strangely that her lady-in-waiting has called a doctor.
Can perceive no truth in your report. Whom was it she last saw?
Since his majesty ordered Sophia, I have seen her. Cards upon her bed, grammar, nickname responded. Unlock her closet, take what favor, hold it, iconic, read it, not to do it, and again return it. And yet all this while Miss Factor.
What a new time have you heard her say?
Factor? Factor was a not book. Lo, here she comes in upon my life, fast asleep.
How came she by that light?
Light stood by her, she has a light on her continually, tis upon her.
Look how she rubs her hands.
It is a constant action of search, skin dust, washing hands. I know not continually, cold out the night.
If here's a spot.
Hark, she speaks.
Out, damn spot, out, I say. 1, 2, why then 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Spy, my lord, spy a soldier and a feared. Yet who'd have thought the old man to have so much blood in him?
Do you mark that?
And fain if I've had a wife. Where is she now? What will these hands near be clean? All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten his little hands. Oh, oh, oh.
Well, well, well.
Great God, it be, sir. Wash your hands, put it in a nightgown, if not so well. I tell you yet again, the thing goes better. He cannot come out on his grave.
Even so?
To bed, to bed, to bed. There's a knocking at the gate. Come, come, come. Give me your hand. What's done cannot be undone. To bed, to bed, to bed.
Unnatural deeds do breed unnatural troubles. God look over us all. Look after her, keep eyes upon her. So good night. I think, but dare not speak.
Good night, good doctor.
Macbeth is not afraid of Malcolm's invading army. The promises of the witch's spirits make him feel secure.
Bring me no more reports. Till Burnham would remove to Dunsinane, I cannot fear. What's that boy Malcolm? Was he not born of a woman? The spirits have pronounced me thus. Fear not, Macbeth. No man that's born of woman shall e'er have power upon thee.
There's 10,000.
Geese, villain?
The English were so to save you.
Take thy face hence.
Macbeth now realizes he will grow old without honor and without friends.
I am sick at heart. I have lived long enough. My way of life has fallen into the seer, the yellow leaf, at that which should accompany old age. As honor, love, obedience, troops of friends, I must not look to have. But in their stead, curses not loud but deep, mouth honor, breath, which the poor heart would fain deny and dare not. How does your patient, doctor?
Not so sick, my lord. She is troubled with sickening fancies that keep her from her rest.
Macbeth asks if the doctor cannot cure mental sickness caused by old sorrows, but the doctor knows Lady Macbeth has to cure herself.
Canst thou not minister to a mind diseased, pluck from a memory of rooted sorrow?
Therein the patient must minister to himself.
Throw physics to the dogs, I'll none of it. I'll not be afraid of death in vain till Burnham Forest comes to Dunsinane.
As Malcolm's army advances, it comes to a forest.
What is this before us?
The wood of Burnham. Let every soldier hang him down a bow and bear splendor.
So Burnham Wood begins to move towards Dunsinane.
Hang out our banners on the outward walls. The cry is still they come. Ah! What is that noise?
The cry of women, might have lived.
I've almost forgot the taste of fears. Wherefore was that cry?
The queen, my lord, is dead.
She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word.
Macbeth finally knows that he has no future. Day by day, life just leads to death. To him, life is only play acting, noise, and violence. It has no point to it.
To tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty deaths. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard from no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
My lord, as I did stand my watch upon the hill, I looked to our brother, and I know methought the world began to move.
Liar and slave.
Within 3 miles, me exceed, and seemed coming as a moving grove.
Fear not till Burnham Wood come to Dunsinane. And now Wood comes towards Dunsinane. Ring the alarm bell, blow wind, come rack. At least we'll die with harness on our back. Ha 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 ha. Thou wast born of woman, but swords I smile at, weapons laugh to scorn, brandished by man that's of a woman born.
Macbeth's soldiers surrender quickly, but Macduff fiercely searches the castle for Macbeth.
Tyrant, show thy face, my life and chosen fools haunt me still. Let me find him forthwith. This way, my lord, the castle's gently rendered. Enter through the Turn, hellhound, turn! Get thee back! I bear a charmed life which must not yield to one of woman born.
But the witches have tricked Macbeth again. Macduff was not born of woman. He was taken from his dying mother in a Caesarean birth.
Spare thy charm, Macduff was from his mother's womb, timely reft. Accursed be that tongue that tells me so. I will not fight with thee. Then yield thee, coward. I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet. Lay on, Macduff, and damn be him that first cries, holden up.
I would to find the rest for safer eyes.
Thou must go off, and yet by these I see so great a day as this is cheaply bought. Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold, where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is sweet. Hail, King of Scotland! Hail, King of Scotland!
Okay, so we want to say a few words.
We'd like to thank Mrs. S. for making this play possible.
And thank all of you for coming. You can see the girls worked very hard on this play, and they did a fabulous job.